All right. Hello, everyone. It's so great to be here with you once again. This is Joyce Davis, and I am the president and CEO of the World Affairs Council of Harrisburg. And we're coming to you today with another Travel Live. As you know, we started when we were all shut in during the COVID epidemic or pandemic, and it allowed us to at least explore the world from our own homes and to keep our travel dreams alive. Well, now that we're out and traveling again, though, we can still make use of this platform to be able to help you decide where you want to go, how long you want to stay, and who see and what you might want to do when you get there. Today, we're focusing on a very special place that I just had the delight of visiting, and that is the Caribbean island of Aruba. And that is one place that I think you will definitely want to visit, to sharing with me today a little bit of the excitement about the island. I have asked Edith Coupland, who is clearly a resident of the island, but also very knowledgeable because she is a real estate agent on the island and deals with people coming in who want to end up staying there, not only visiting, but staying. So welcome, Edith. How are you today? We have to unmute, Edith, so we can, there you go.
Hello.
Yeah, now we can hear you. Great. How are you today, Edith?
Very good. Thank you so much for your invitation.
Good. So Edith, tell us, I showed a little bit of the pictures that I took, a few of them, of Aruba in the preface, but tell us a little bit about really what you do in Aruba, and then tell us a little bit, perhaps, if you can, about the history, anything that you think we need to know about this wonderful Caribbean island.
Well, I was living here in Aruba pretty much around 30 years ago. And I came back to the island almost 8 years. And the transition from almost 28 years, I saw different, how the island growing up in a real estate, in different aspects. So one of those was real estate. And I used to be a real estate agent in the United States, in Virginia. So my husband and I, we decided to move to Aruba, and I started to do our business in real estate because when we used to come for vacations, we always like it. My husband always liked it. He wants to retire here, and we decided to move permanently to Aruba. And so far, we are more than happy to live here.
Well, I can tell you one of the things, I'm going to share my screen a little bit so I can show them some pictures, but one of the things that I really enjoyed about the island was just the winds that are constantly blowing there. It's just, tell us a little bit about that ever-present wind.
Well, in Aruba, we have a beautiful weather, actually pretty much like a 365 days, per year. We have some seasons that we have more winds and other ones, but in general, it's we have a very nice breeze all the time.
All the time. But here's the strange part. This is a Caribbean island, and yet this Caribbean island doesn't get hurricanes. What is that about?
Well, we are very fortunate that Aruba is not in the hurricane belt. We are more down, so that's why we don't be affected for the hurricane season. We have some rains, yes. Sometimes the wind, it's go because of the hurricanes, but we don't have any, thanks God, we don't have any damages or anything like that.
Right. And in fact, I was told that when there's a hurricane in the Caribbean, the winds actually die down in Aruba frequently.
Yeah, that's true.
As you can see from this picture, the winds are blowing down the palm trees. Even though we see palm trees here, a desert island. Can you tell us a little bit about that? The sands are beautiful, but it's actually a desert.
Yeah, it is very dry. That's true. We are not humid. That's a good thing too.
Right. You aren't humid.
We are not humid at all. So we just have, when we get the rain, it's very, very good for us and for our plants. So it's a very dry island. Yes.
Right, right. So I'm going to show them a few of the pictures that we took, and then I'm going to turn it over to you to talk a little. We'll talk a little bit about the people who want to come and not only stay for a week, but maybe stay longer, and what would impact that. But these are, I ended up staying at the Amsterdam Manor Hotel when we were there. And it was just a beautiful hotel. There's just no doubt about it. We ended up having a big, beautiful suite that included a bedroom and a living room and a kitchen. And these are some of the views. This is the view right outside as we step outside of our suite. This is what we saw. You're walking down past these beautiful flowers right outside there. And I also took a walk and saw this guy.
That's iguana.
Yes, an iguana. So it has a lot of fabulous wildlife there, although they won't bite you, I guess. If you don't play with them, they won't bite you.
No, they don't bother you, actually, no.
Right. And again, this is a beautiful view, but here's what people go for. Now, this was not actually at our hotel. I think this was taken at a hotel right downtown. And it just looks like you're gonna swim right into the ocean from this. It's just gorgeous. And you see the palm trees, right?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And this is another beach scene. As you can see, it's not many places on this earth that you get sand. And I was just amazed how beautiful, how clean, how, it's just pristine. And the waters are so pristine. How is it you guys are able to keep, the water so clean and beautiful?
Well, in general, the water in Aruba is like this. In a hurricane season, it's a little not that clear, but in general, they are like that. And the water, as you see in the picture, is very quiet. In a hurricane season, we have a little more waves, but in general, it's very nice and quiet. So it's good for families when they come with the kids, they can enjoy the beach. It's fantastic. It's beautiful.
It certainly is. And again, even when you don't want to be on the beach, I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to stay there. There's still a lovely downtown area we were able to explore. There are shops in here, restaurants. It's just the architecture is that, but now Aruba is an island that's owned, that's part of at least the Netherlands. But
yes.
Is this architecture from the Netherlands? Seems like a mixture of architecture.
Yeah, it's a little mix. If you go to Curacao, we have some buildings pretty much like that. Yeah, but this is one of the characteristics of the three islands, to the ABC Islands.
This is the ABC. Now that's the other thing. People there were talking about kind of a collection of islands, Curacao and Aruba, and what's the other one?
Bonaire.
Okay. And are they all about similar in what they offer, or I know that it seems to be Aruba is a little bit smaller than Curacao, right?
Yes, it is, but we are more tourists than the other two, than Curacao and Bonaire. Bonaire actually, it's only like a 23,000 residents. It's the same size of Aruba, but it's very small community. Aruba is it's the same size, but it's bigger in community. Right now probably we are 150,000 residents in Aruba. Obviously, it's hard to see it because we have tourists, so you can't feel it.
Right.
Curacao is bigger. It's bigger than probably twice than Aruba.
And you have a lot of cruise ships, because in this area, I know that's where the cruise ships are coming in, right? Do you get more cruise ships than Curacao and the others, or is it about the same?
Probably we have more cruise ships in Aruba. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. People like more Aruba than Curacao, to be honest.
Why? Why do you think they do?
It's Aruba, the people is more friendly. In Curacao, the people is a little more dry. Yeah. So over here in Aruba, everybody's very friendly.
Edith, I'm going to tell you that is absolutely true. We were really impressed about with almost everyone we met. We were really impressed at how just warm and how helpful people were. They seem to all have the attitude that they want to make your vacation special.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
It was really wonderful. And I also, something else that struck me was the art that
Yeah.
was there. I would have loved to have purchased this one, but I think it was like $10,000 or something. I did think like a little small thing, but this kind of art that is done by apparently the indigenous people who.
Yes, yes. There's on. We have different kind of artists on the island. Actually, if you visit or you had a chance to visit the site of San Nicolas, now San Nicolas changed big time compared to used to be. Now a lot of arts and a lot of pictures, even in the walls, all around to the San Nicolas area is very interesting to see. It is a lot of art from different arts, local artists and people that came from abroad.
Yeah, and this particular art, as I said, was done by people who are indigenous to the island, and it says this is not paint. This is some sort of special process they use that is not just painted on, but it's infused into the wood. It was just amazing to watch that. And these shops there are several of them located on the island from what we were able to see.
Yeah, they have different places that you can see it in Palm Beach.
Yes, yes, Palm Beach, right.
Yes, and in Renaissance also they have another stores, and yeah, they're beautiful arts.
Yeah, I think this might have been at the Renaissance Hotel in that gallery that they have there. And I will tell you, the dining is also very good. And I was also pretty amazed at the variety of dining there is. This apparently, the one to the right we went, it's called the Swiss Chalet. And it's really just top-notch gourmet cuisine. Yeah. And this was at the Passions restaurant that you eat right on the beach at night. And they made it, and we happened to let them know that we'll be celebrating a wonderful anniversary this year, and they just celebrated with us, even if it's early. They still brought out the champagne, and they brought the fireworks, and it was just such a spectacular event. That's why I'm saying that the whole attitude there is really to make people feel like they're special and like they're welcome. I think it's wonderful. But it is indeed one beautiful island. So I'm going to cut the pictures now and return here. And so tell us a little bit. Now, clearly you see how beautiful it is. And you're one of the people that decided vacationing isn't enough. You want to be able to live there. Tell us about that. How easy is it? And what is it like for people to move?
Well, as soon as you make the decision that you want to retire or you want to invest or you want to just don't move permanently, but just like for a couple of months. The best way, to be honest, is just if you buy a property so you can be here legally for 6 months. Mm-hmm. If you don't gonna buy a property, so you can extend it for 3, 4 months, 6 months max, but you have to have some process with the immigration of Aruba. You have 2 different ways to retire, as a retiree or as a resident. So there are different paperwork that you have to do it, but it's definitely doable. You can do it. It's not a restriction. It's just filling up some paperwork.
I see. How many people, on the island, do you have any idea of how many people have moved there from other places and where do they come from?
We have, oh my gosh, probably, I don't know how many, probably 200 or 300 nationalities. It's people from everywhere in the world you find over here. People from Germany, Italy, France. You can name different countries. We have, of course, a lot of tourists from the United States and Canada, Netherlands as well, people from Europe, but the majority is from the United States and Canada.
Okay, all right. Well, I will tell you, that's one of the things that I found most appealing about it. There were so many, it was so diverse. We talk about diversity in the United States, but it was so diverse there. It was people from Asia and from Latin America and of course from Europe. And I was just amazed. And I was also amazed. Now tell me the truth. Do they really all get along?
Yes, actually we speak 4 languages down here in Aruba. We speak English, Spanish, Dutch, and Papiamento, that is the local language. People start to learn a little bit more about the Papiamento so they can communicate with the locals. But locals, they speak all the two basic languages, English and Spanish, so they can communicate with anybody. So that's another part that is very positive from Aruba. So wherever you are come from, you will be welcome to the island, and everybody gonna speak. Everybody speaks English, no problem. And some people speak even Italian or French, you know. So they are willing to communicate with you somehow.
Yeah, that is. Now tell me a little bit about, also, I know you have some pictures you want to show us, and I want to really get into that because frankly, I'm interested in moving to Aruba. I don't know when, but it was such a beautiful place. The issue that I have, the question that I have is, how are you emerging, recovering from COVID? When I was there, it seemed like everything was normal, but I did speak to a taxi driver who said, you guys really suffered for a while during that pandemic because nobody was coming, you know, everything was shut down, and you depend upon tourism. So how were you bouncing back?
Well, the government support a lot to the population. You know, everybody was, not everybody, but pretty much, I can say probably 50% of the population was helping from the government. Not many people lost their jobs or anything like that. They spent a lot of money to help the locals. Also, even some locals that they have the ability to help others. So we made, try to help them to buy some food and helping the people that they cannot buy food. So it was something that between all the community help each other. It's not like poor people just get abandoned right there in the corner. Everybody helping everybody. So we were together, working together to survive.
How long did the shutdown last? How long did the cruise ship stop for about how long?
Oh, cruise ship probably for like 2 years, I believe so.
Oh, really? That long?
Yeah.
Wow.
Last year, I think that they start to come.
Wow, that's really, that was a long time then.
But the shutdown was only for 3 months.
Right.
So September 2020, we start to receive tourists little by little.
Right. Now, let me ask you, is it back to normal? I mean, is it, as far as you can see, are things back normal, or are they're still a little ways?
No, right, normal. Yes. Yes, okay. Everything is normal right now. Yes.
Wonderful. That is wonderful. All right. So you have some things to show me, or some property or something. Let's see what your pictures are.
Okay, let me see.
And is your office located downtown, or where? Where are you located?
We are located in North.
In North. Oh, yeah, the north part. Okay, right.
There we go. There we go. It's one of our beautiful sunsets.
Right. Oh, beautiful. Yes.
This is in actually Eagle Beach.
Yes. Well, tell them a little bit how many, there are names for each section of the coastline. And I think we stayed in the Eagle Beach area.
Yes.
We also visited Palm Beach.
Okay, Palm Beach is a little more located at the high-rise hotel.
Right.
So that's more Palm Beach. And we have Arashi Beach that is towards to the lighthouse. We have Manchego Beach that is more towards to downtown. And we have Mango Alto, that is when the people like to go to snorkeling. It's Sabaneta or Post Chiquito, that area. And we have our famous Baby Beach that is in San Nicolas.
Okay, all right.
Those are the most famous beaches in Aruba.
They're big. Is any one preferable to the other one?
No, actually, no. Everybody likes to go to different ones and they enjoy it somewhat. Some people like to go to snorkeling, so they probably prefer to go to Sabaneta, to the Mango Alto. Even in Baby Beach also, they can go to snorkeling. The ones in some areas in Arashi, also you can do snorkeling. So there are different sections that you can go, depends what do you want to do.
Got it. All right, so that's the wonderful sunset and people are out there swimming, and that is on Eagle Beach, right?
This is on Eagle Beach, that's correct.
Okay.
Let me see, we have another one. So we're going to show this other beautiful sunset. This is in Palm Beach.
Okay, Palm Beach. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's really beautiful.
But you can see at this time of the year, we have this kind of beautiful sunsets. Orange, yellows, purple, they're beautiful.
Just gorgeous. Yeah. Why do you say at this time of the year? Is it different at different times of the year?
Yes, right now we start the summertime, so the sun is stronger. So
okay.
We have the sun is more strong, yeah. So we have a beautiful sunsets like this. In winter time, it's a little more calm.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. And the beaches aren't really, when I was there, I don't know how crowded you get, but they weren't really crowded when I was there. Now we were there, in only about maybe less than a month ago, but there seemed to be a place. It wasn't like there was a lot of folks piled together or anything.
No, actually, I mean, for example, Eagle Beach is a very wide beach. So that's why you have a space anywhere. And one is important that the people know that is Aruba, our beaches are public. So you can hang out and sit down whatever you want. Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah. Very good. Was that voted on by that you wanted to make sure that people couldn't simply segment the best beaches for themselves?
Yes, they can sit down. We have a lot of Airbnbs down here. People provide chairs, umbrellas, and everything. Even on the beach, you can rent it from the beach guys, and you can just hang on and sit down anywhere.
Right, got it. Okay. All right. Well, what other pictures do you have? That's a beautiful one.
I tried to find something for you.
Okay.
Let me share. Probably this one could be something for.
Lovely, just lovely. You could get that one framed, really. Okay. What a beautiful island. I wish I were there now.
Sorry if I'm not too good with computers, so just
that's all right. All right. While you're looking for the other photos, tell us a little bit about the cost of property. If somebody says, yes, I want to have a summer home there, or I want to be able to buy some property, what kind of properties are they looking at? They're mostly condo. I saw a lot of condo construction.
Yes.
So tell us about the real estate scene there.
So obviously, whatever you find close to the beach or ocean view is going to be more expensive than if you find a house like an inland. So now in Aruba, you don't have any properties on the beach. That's also important to know. So the only thing that is on the beach are the hotels, the resorts.
Right.
So we don't have anything on the beach. So, but we have a beautiful condos like a Blue, Azure, Oceania, all condominiums. We have different ones.
Right.
In inland, we have different areas. So we have North, we have downtown, we have Sabaneta, Post Chiquito. Depends on the budget. So we can find beautiful homes. We can also have flips if the people wants to invest and flip a property and they rent it for a while or just until they are ready to retire, for example.
Yes, I was found this site, Visit Aruba, to show them some views, at least from the tourism agency. We did try to get someone from the tourism agent to join us, but we weren't able to get them. I'm hoping at some point they may want to do that because you want to encourage people to come. This is gorgeous. Have you been there to that little?
Yeah. Oh yes, that's the little church is Santa Ana Church. This is the DB3, very famous in Aruba. It's one of the symbols in Aruba, DB3. This is Eagle Beach as you see it. It's very white. This is Eagle Beach as well. Right here is the north. This is Palm Beach, the one that you see right there with the hotel.
Yep.
This is the back of the island, Donkey Sanctuary. And this is the Alta Vista Church. Yeah.
Right. Well, they're showing some places also to stay. Now, people can stay in hotels, but there are also timeshares and apartments. Do you do that kind of stuff? Your organization?
No, we don't. We don't work with timeshares. Actually, it's better that the people just go directly to the resorts and they're working with them.
All right. Do most people do their condos, or do the times, or not timeshares, but rent apartments, or do most just go to hotels?
Well, we don't have. I think that we don't have enough hotels for the volume of tourists that we have every year. So that's why we create. We have a lot of constructions of condos, and we have a lot of Airbnbs and VRBOs on the island.
Okay. All right. So a lot of Airbnbs, so really what we're hearing is that you can visit the island on any budget. So you can come and do a small Airbnb or a luxury place. I think Apter Manor was pretty luxurious. So, but
that's great.
Okay. You don't have to have a lot of money necessarily to visit the island.
No, you don't. And actually we have some right now with the little scooters or the electric bicycles. We have buses or taxi drivers. They can go all around to the island. Everything is too close, it's not too far. So it's a property. I mean, it's a place to stay with the different budgets.
With the different budgets, exactly. And I guess that I don't know do you consider Aruba to be an expensive place? I mean, in general, to live?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, we came from the United States and we don't think so that it's expensive. Actually, the taxes, just the property tax, you pay 0.6%, not even 1% of the sales price.
Wow.
Very inexpensive, the property tax over here.
And what about sales taxes and things like, and I mean, it's a part of the Netherlands, so it's a part of the EU, correct?
Yes. No, we are not.
You're not?
No.
So you're not a European Union?
No, we are not. But but if we hold because we hold the Dutch passport, we can travel all around to the Europe without any issues. But Aruba, it's not part of the EU.
So this is a territory of the Netherlands, not considered the Netherlands itself, right?
No, we're just independent.
I'm sure
we follow the rules, we follow all the laws, but we are not. We are independent from the Netherlands. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. So it's not, you can visit this island on almost any budget. And also the one thing I found that you can also go to these supermarkets and get great food. There was a big supermarket that we went to that we could have cooked at home and eaten at home every night if we'd wanted to.
Yes, almost all the Airbnbs and timeshares, you have a stove and you have oven, you have everything, fully kitchens that you can cook and stay for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or 6 months if you want.
Right. So if someone were looking to come there's no property that you can buy on the beach. You can buy things with a beach view, with something that's a view. So what price range would you think they should be looking at for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, let's say, place?
600,000 plus.
600,000 plus. Very good. That gives people an idea of what they should expect. And I guess the further away from the beach you go, the less expensive it will be.
Yes, correct. We don't have any condos inland. That's good to know too. So we have only condos close to the beach, probably around. Some ones are walking distance, some ones are just 5 minutes or 3 minutes drive to the beach. Inland, we have more houses than condos.
I see. And how are houses? How are they affordable there?
Well, we have houses from $8 million. We have houses from $600,000. Depends on the location, north area that is close to the high-rise hotels. So we have houses right now at this moment in the market around $500,000 plus.
Okay. That's good. That gives us a sense of really what's there. So basically, if you had to tell people what's the right time, what's the best time of year to be there, what would you tell them?
Definitely winter time for you, for Americans and Canadians. Winter time is the best. But any time of the year, probably September, August, September, and October is a little hot, but it's quiet. Also, you want more quietness around you because we don't have too many tourists. It's the lowest season for us. But in general, it's anytime that you are available is good.
Because you've already said it's always good weather there. Now, do you have a rainy season? Do you have a time when it rains more?
We have some rainy season. Last year, for example, this year actually, we had January, we have a little couple of weeks rain. So they were a little disappointed. But in the 8 years that we have been living here, was the first time that I saw so much rain, which is good for us, but not for the tourists. They're really disappointed about that. But sometimes October, sometimes November, sometimes December. It's not exactly the same month. It's changing.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, I think our folks in our World Affairs Councils are going to really be excited. Tell us about opportunities for groups to travel there and for conventions. Do you have many conferences or conventions? Because that's one of the things we'll be promoting. Maybe we should do a conference in Aruba.
Yeah, we have all the hotels, the high-rise hotel or even low-rise hotels. They have a very nice conference rooms for a big conference. Yes, we have a Hyatt next to the airport right now. That's pretty much for that kind of events. And we have Hyatt in Palm Beach. Also, they carry a big conventions as well. Marriott Hotel, Rio Hotel also. So we have many hotels over here that they can help you.
They're all equipped for any kind of tourism that you have, or business tourism, because that's what this would be. So great, Edith, you have been a fount of information, and I really appreciate your taking the time to share with us. And you bring a very special perspective because you lived in the United States. You're from the United States. You've moved there. You were attracted there because you first visited there, just as we did. We first visited there. But tell us a little bit about living there. What about the education and all of that, and healthcare? Because is that for older people, they're going to want to know that healthcare is okay. What about that?
Well, when you live permanently down here, so you as a resident in Aruba, so you're gonna have an access to the healthcare in Aruba. So you just have to pay, I think it's around $2,500 per year, and you're gonna have the healthcare. Regarding education, well, all the schools in Aruba, the kids they learn history, math, like in a regular schools. But what is important is that they are very emphasized that the kids learn 4 different languages. So it's required to speak English, Spanish, Papiamento, and Dutch. That is the legal language down here.
So they have to study 4 different languages. For Americans, that's almost impossible to think about, right? I speak several languages, but I can't. Most Americans can barely speak English.
Yeah, all the kids, they have to. And the school is one of the classes, and they have to pass the class also, it's mandatory. Like a math, is history, science, any one of those classes, they have to pass this one too.
And is it difficult for them to master, or to at least get a fluency in 4 different languages? Do you think that's
Nothing is difficult for the kids. Actually, my daughter came when she was 6 years old, and she just speaks English. And a month later, she started to speak Dutch.
Wow.
Simple like that.
Yes. If you open your mind to it, anything is possible. You're absolutely right. Well,
Yeah.
Edith, you are a delight. I really, once again, on behalf of the World Affairs Council of Harrisburg, thank you for taking time to tell us a little bit about Aruba. We were mesmerized when we went there, and I wanted to bring this information to our councils. In contact, if there's any information you want to share with us about living in Aruba, we'll put it on our website and make it available to our members. So just let us know, okay?
Great. Thank you so much. And thank you for the invitation.
Absolutely. We appreciate it and hope to see you in
Okay.
Aruba. All right.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye-bye.